Hello, Carl Tinsley here. If you're one of the 20% of women that has made it in senior business or industry management positions, then congratulations. If you're one of those 80% of women who would like to get up there, who have the capacity, the potential, but for some reason you can't break through that glass ceiling, then this program's for you. You see, the issue is that we've been able to find out through research and development in the field of neuroscience that it's our communication style that really affects the people's perception of you. And if people don't perceive you as a leader, if they don't perceive you as having the capacity to be a senior manager, then there's no way you'll get to that position. This program enables you to change others' perceptions of you. When you change their perception of you, you change your result. It's that simple. Perception isn't important for this program. We consider it to be everything. So this program has a lot of biology in it, a lot of psychology in it, and a lot of communication skills and styles that you need to be much more influential. You see, there's a lot more to communicating, particularly when you're in that 80% of people, and there's 20% of men that are in this category as well, that aren't recognized as being a senior leader. We forget that humans are animals. Animals perceive to survive. They have to react based on what they unconsciously register. Now, if you think about it, it was only 50 years ago that women were coming into senior business and industry positions. But the percentages even today aren't 20%. There's a low number of women in senior business and industry positions. This program focuses on giving you the interpersonal leadership, persuasion, and influence skills so that others can perceive you as being able to survive at those levels of business. The first thing we'll do is focus on a DISC Advanced profile. DISC Advanced gives you two profiles in one. It tells you your natural operating style, and it gives you a style that you're adjusting to at work. We call that the work you. Depending on how much of a shift you have to make to behave at work, that affects how much others will perceive you as being natural in that position you're working in. The good thing is once you know where you're shifting and the adjustments you're making, it's so much easier to make that adjustment seem more natural to others so they don't perceive it as being anything out of the ordinary. We'll focus on developing your persuasive nonverbal communication because it's that gives you charisma. Charisma is based on others' perception of your nonverbal communication. So we'll look at your stance, your eye contact, whether you are being perceived as submissive or dominant, how much you are perceived as being assertive versus aggressive, and we'll put that into a whole package relating to your body position. And I know that sounds a little bit weird, but this is really critical in terms of affecting others' perception of you as being charismatic. And if you don't have that, there's no way you're going to get to those senior positions. We'll then focus on your voice. If you want to be a senior leader, you have to be able to get people's attention and hold it. You have to have them hanging off every word that you say. To do that, you need to practice. You practice your pitch and tone, volume and projection, inflection and intonation. We'll look at what makes your voice charismatic, and then we'll look at what makes your voice persuasive. And finally, we'll look at the leader's mindset. Consider it a vehicle that you tie everything in together that enables you to work, behave, interact in a fixed pattern depending on what interaction you're involved in. Sometimes you need to be in a win-win situation. Sometimes you need to be resolute and not back down. Other times assertive and protective, curious, genuine and present. Now what's interesting is that many women are naturally gifted in these areas, but there are some essential ones that are absolutely critical to being a senior leader that many women need to work at, whereas many of the others men will never be good at. Advanced Persuasion, Influence and Leadership for Women Only. It's a 3-day action learning course. It's action learning, and that enables us to provide you with the experience so that you will remember what we're talking about. And if you remember and can apply it, then that is the accelerated learning. Perception isn't important, it's everything. So the Advanced Persuasion, Influence and Leadership course for women only, and 20% of men, but you don't have to tell them that.